always love when the Steam sale rolls around, but you know who hates it? My wallet. And everyone else's wallet probably feels the same way. I always have to limit myself as to how much I get, but when I set that limit, I exceed it only to set a new cap. Rinse and repeat. There are still a few days left, but I wanted to list out what games I'm picking up. You may find some games that you didn't know of or didn't know that were on sale. I'm listing them by total price of the game during the sale, starting with the most expensive down to the least expensive. And I have to give thanks to C.A. Brown, who put out a video of games that are on sale that are under $5. I at least thank him, but my wallet doesn't. The link to his video will be in the description. And the games that have already been on screen are on sale, but I own them already, so they won't be featured. I'll put the links in the description below. Mullet MadJack has me very interested as I am reinvested in first-person shooters. I got the chance to play the demo during the Spring Steam Next Festival. You have 10 seconds to kill someone, and you get a hit of dopamine whenever you do. But if you don't, you let your viewers down and your life ends. Very funny to connect it to being a streamer. One thing that stuck out that I didn't experience in the demo was the sniping sections, which I had no idea about. 2024 has been a detective year for me. There have been so many games that seek to explore stories and mysteries in many different settings. But let's look at a new release starring my favorite animal, a duck. It gives the detective genre a comedic look, which I'm very excited for.
Master of deductions, and the early bird always catches the criminal. This case ain't gonna be a walk in the pond.
My favorite video game of all time is Super Smash Bros. Melee. So take the movement from it, make it a time trial based platformer, and it turns into a must get. Beefy Smash Dude said it would combines Melee with Celeste, which are both favorites of mine. The frantic nature of WarioWare games draws me back to them, so seeing this one where all of the games use one button and the tone is a little more sinister, and you've got a winning idea. Speaking of favorites, I love Tetris. Really any game that sees blocks falling from the top of the screen has my interest. So take that, make them round planets instead of blocks, and you have something that looks really addicting. I have a soft spot for racing games. Growing up, my friends and I would play Mario Kart DS every day before school. F-Zero is so cool, and it's exciting to see another futuristic racer. I'm very curious how it feels incorporating tires into the racing you would expect from the futuristic genre. We are 12 years past its initial release, yet I've never played Skullgirls. I love fighting games, and I played a lot of Marvel vs. Capcom on consoles and in the arcade, so it only makes sense for me to get Skullgirls, especially since it's still actively being played online.
Get out of my head!
This might pinch.
An embarrassing fact about me is that I missed out on playing Spelunky. Lame, I know. I tried to stream it last year, but it had an unfixed bug that prevented it. So instead, I knew to try out Caveblazers due to high praise and its cheap price. I'll try most games if it's under $1, especially if it's co-op.